Hello, Harry Potter fans! Peter Kenneth here. Welcome back to the Potter Collector channel, where we are a community of collectors. Today is a very festive video featuring the Wizarding Trunks 12 Days of Pins Advent Calendar. So there are 12 premium pins inside of this box, as well as a premium potion. And I love potions and potion ingredients. Now I'm sure you're like, Peter, open up the box already, but I'm particularly excited about this because when I opened up the Wizarding Trunks Special Edition Yule box or Holiday box, there was a pin inside, which if you saw, you remember, it was the Yule Ball invitation. It was stunning. So if these pins are anything like that one, this is going to be an incredible box. Let's take a look at this label for a second, because is this not the most beautiful festive Wizarding Trunk label that we've seen? Wizarding Trunk in the center. This just feels like Hogwarts Christmas to me. Now, they still have some of these pin advent calendars available. So if after watching you're like, I need to have those pins, which I'm guessing you probably will say, I need to have those pins, check the description down below. There's a link as well as a coupon code to save 10% off of your pin advent calendar. I am itching to get this opened up, so let's do that. I really like this label. Green and red schnigglies. All right, let's get rid of some of these. All right, so I'm seeing a lot of pouches. Oh, and all of the pouches are numbered. Cool, so this is 6 and 7, but I see a box. Let's open the potion first, because this is exciting. Okay, so it's in a little white box right here. Dun dun dun. It has like an orangey red color to it. What is it going to be? Very beautiful so far. Wax seal on top. There's an F on top. It's wrapped in twine. Fire Up Potion, yes! That is so perfect for this time of year. So if the Fire Up Potion is a cold remedy potion, so if you have the common cold, you would go to Madame Pomfrey and she would give you some Fire Up Potion, and then your ears would smoke or steam, and then you'd be over your cold. Now this is fun. Okay, so there's a little charm here with a fire on it, like a fire in a fireplace. And look at the potion inside. When you shake it up, it has glitter inside, and it just looks like fire, like what a Fire Up Potion would look like. The label is fantastic. It says Fire Up Potion, common cold remedy, compare to the leading brand, bottled by Pure Blood Apothecary. This is awesome. I love this. Very, very fun. I would not have guessed that this would be in this box, but it makes perfect sense because we are entering the cold season. So some Fire Up Potion will come in handy. So far, so good with that potion. Let's start with pin number 1. Okay, this is nice. All of the pins are on pin backings. I didn't just throw the pin into the bag here. You guys are seeing the pin. I am not seeing the pin. What is it? My gosh, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. It's Hagrid's hut in the snow, and the snow is glittery. Oh my gosh. All right, that's another thing. So the Wizarding Trunk has stepped up their potion making significantly. I have been impressed with everyone that I've seen. And now their pins. Their pins are ridiculous. Like, I know it's not in this advent calendar, but I just have to show you that pin from the Yule or holiday box. Look at this thing. This is the quality of pin that you are now receiving in Wizarding Trunk boxes. It's so much more glittery in person. Like, it just is pure glitter. Stunning pin, perfect detail, absolutely nothing bad to say about it. Great start. All right, pin number 2. I'm gonna look at it first this time. You guys, oh my gosh. I have one critique about this pin, but it's incredible. Okay, so they didn't have to add this. It's like 2 pins in one, essentially. They didn't have to add this other piece to the pin. It's Flitwick decorating the tree, and here is an ornament that he's levitating. Did they really have to include that ornament? No, but they did, and that's incredible. So it's 2 pins in one. My only critique is that I wish that the Flitwick that's here was the Flitwick that we saw in the first 2 movies, because that's the time when we actually see Flitwick decorating the Christmas tree. This pin is absolutely quality. You know that that's Flitwick. I like the ornament that he's levitating. The Christmas tree tree itself is beautiful. It's a nice thick pin. It's small too, and there's this much detail in it. You guys know I love pins, so when I heard that the Wizarding Trunk was putting out a pin advent calendar, I was so excited. I mean, I think the only thing that could make this better is if it was a 24 pin advent calendar, but that would be crazy. So clearly I'm very excited right now. All right, net was 2, so wait, this is for number 3. Here we go, number 3. You guys get to see this one first. What is it? Yes! It's a gnome tree topper. So I don't remember what book it was, but the Weasleys caught a gnome and then dressed it up like an angel and put it on the top of their Christmas tree. This is the tree topper. Oh my goodness, this is funny. Great detail, the gnome itself looks great, and it's kind of like a looking from above view, so zoomed in on this gnome and then you see underneath him the Christmas tree. And I'm pretty sure that this is chapter artwork in one of the American Harry Potter books. So that's really funny. Now I have to find it. I was correct in pulling the book I thought it was. It's Half-Blood Prince, and oh my goodness, the Wizarding Trunk killed this pin. So it's chapter 16, A Very Frosty Christmas. Check out that perfection. There are some differences to the pin and the artwork, but it's pretty much the artwork in pin form. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love this. I mean, here's day 4. Let's see what it is. Very nice, very simple pin, something that I haven't seen before. Harry's sweater. Harry's Mrs. Weasley sweater. The H is glitter, and the sweater itself is textured, so it looks like it's knitted, but it has a nice texture to it. And then again, that H is glitter. I mean, there's a ton of glitter on all these pins. And it's a 2-clasp pin. Actually, all of these are 2-clasp, so they're pretty heavy. I mean, these are nice quality items. I don't know if you can purchase these individually or if they only come with this pin advent calendar. All right, number 5. Looks like another double pin. Clever. This is a clever pin. It's a Beauxbatons uniform. It is a 2-pin set. 1 pin is the robes, and then another pin is the hat, the Beauxbatons hat. Are these not the most clever pins you've seen? I mean, I know that there are a lot of pin makers out there that make some nice things, but these are like fantastic. The quality of these pins is what I would expect to see at like the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Like this, I could see sold at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. This is fantastic. So the hat and the cuffs and the front of the robe itself have glitter on them. Love this. And we're only on number 5. There are more pins in here. All right, here's number 6. Feels like a pretty light one. It's the Durmstrang uniform. Now this one is a little bit disappointing. It doesn't quite look like the Durmstrang outfit. I wish that we had that fur robe included in this pin, but it is still a cool pin. It just doesn't feel like Harry Potter. If I looked at it, I wouldn't say, oh, that's Harry Potter right away. Actually, I don't think I ever would say, oh, that's Harry Potter, except for the fact that it came in a Harry Potter pin advent calendar. So yeah, that one's a disappointment. All right, number 7. Dun, 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 dun. Aw, this one's fun, but also a little bit disappointing after all of these pins. This is Hedwig in a window. There's some snowflakes falling around her. She's wearing a Gryffindor scarf, and she just looks kind of odd, like her eyes looks strange to me. I don't know what it is. It just, like, you know it's an owl, but it almost doesn't look like an owl. They're like, her beak is too high almost. Her beak should have been a little bit lower and maybe less detail around her face. It almost looks like she has like a mouth and she's smiling. All right, number 8. Are we on 8 already? Dun dun dun. Nice, it's the Beauxbatons carriage. Here is the Beauxbatons carriage. There are no horses, no winged horses, but that would have been cool if this pin was a little bit smaller and we had maybe a pair of winged horses included with this one. I think that would improve this pin. I'm also not a big fan of the background of the pin. There's not a lot of detail on this one, and the background color is the same as what we're seeing in the windows. So that doesn't quite make sense. So detail is lacking on this one. All right, number 9. Yay! We have Ron's Mrs. Weasley sweater. In maroon, of course. And just like Harry's, it has a glittery letter in the center. I'm so glad that they included Ron's sweater as well. How fun. Oh my goodness. They definitely caught the snitch and won the match with these sweater pins. Oh man, we're almost done. So number 10, here we go, number 10. Wow. Is this my favorite? This might be my favorite. This is beautiful. It's a winged key, but it's not just a winged key. It's like gorgeous. Is that not the most beautiful winged key pin that you have seen? I mean, it's the most beautiful one I've seen. It's like, so the key itself looks like a key. It's 3D. It's not kind of flat like, you know, normal pins look. And even the enamel on the wings is raised a little bit and textured. This is beautiful. I mean, that silver section almost looks pearlized, doesn't it? Great choice of color combination. The gold key with the silver and blue wings. This is a stunning pin. This is beautiful. It's like a magical butterfly winged key pin. All right, number 11. This one feels very heavy. Yes. Honeydukes. We've got honeydukes. Now there's no glitter on this one. I mean, they could have put a little bit of glitter in the snow, but it really doesn't need glitter. And what I love about this is that it looks similar to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, where they have the chocolate frogs and Bertie Bott's every flavor beans in the windows. Isn't that beautiful? And it's a large pin too. Great detail on this pin with the sweets that are in the windows. It says sweet treats on the sign above the door and the windows. Snow on the roof. This is another one that I would imagine seeing in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter for sale. Beautiful pin. And the 12th day of Christmas, the Wizarding Trunk gave me Weasley's Wizard Wheezes in the snow. Here is Fred and George's joke shop with snow on it, and it's all decked out and decorated for Christmas. Just like the Honeydukes pin, it's a great size, loaded with detail, and I love it. I love this pin, but I am disappointed that this is the 12th pin. But I don't know which one I would put as the 12th pin if I could choose. Maybe Hagrid's hut or Harry's sweater as day 12, but I mean, this is a stunning pin with incredible detail. Tons of detail. Look at this thing with the brick and the snow, the tree in the window, the Christmas lights. So I'm blown away, but also not blown away after seeing this pin here in the special edition Yule or holiday box. So I knew that the Wizarding Trunk had like some crazy stuff up their sleeves, but I wasn't expecting these. This is fantastic. I hope that they come out with additional shops because like we could set up Diagon Alley on a pin board or something if they came out with the different Diagon Alley stores. That's so cool. All right, so favorites and least favorites. It's a hard one. My least favorites are easier to choose than my favorites. So I'll do 3 favorites and 3 least favorites because I have 3 least favorites. So my least favorites are actually all in a row, 6, 7, and 8. The Durmstrang uniform, the Hedwig, and the Beauxbatons carriage. As I mentioned, for this one, just some lack of detail. Also some lack of detail here. I wouldn't know what this is if I looked at it. And this one, although it's cute, Hedwig just looks kind of odd to me. Favorites is gonna be very hard because I love all of these. But I think my favorites, oh man. All right, my favorite is the winged key. I just think this is beautiful, stunning, perfectly executed. Favorite as far as creativity, the gnome on top of the tree, flawless execution. I love the sweaters, and even though this is the wrong Flitwick that I would prefer, I love this idea and this design. Hagrid's hut is beautiful. The Beauxbaton outfit is beautiful. The magical shops are beautiful. And then we have the sweaters. So I really can't pick any other favorites from these 9 pins. So since I'm really struggling with picking favorites, help me out and let me know what your favorites are in the comments down below. A reminder, they do have some of these pin advent calendars available if you would like to add one to your collection or give one as a gift. It will come with all 12 of these pins as well as the Fire Up potion. Check the description down below for information as well as that coupon code to save 10% off of your pin advent calendar from the Wizarding Trunk. The Wizarding Trunk also has 2 subscription service options. One is a every other month option. Currently they are in a lesson theme, so magical lessons. And the other is a quarterly special edition box subscription service. And their next box is going to be themed around our favorite half giant, Hagrid. A big thank you to the Wizarding Trunk for sending this advent calendar for me to open. This was way too fun, and I hope, hint hint, that they do this again for 2021. Well done, beautifully executed. If you have any questions about Harry Potter or collecting, please feel free to leave a comment down below. You can also join the Potter Collector community on Instagram at the Potter Collector or on Twitter at Potter Collector. Now it's time to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, keep collecting. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome. You can subscribe right up here. You can also look at some previously posted content down here. If you have any questions about Harry Potter books or collecting, please feel free to contact me. I'm always happy to help. But for now, I must go. See you next time.
Whoa, where'd he go?